This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governor's Cup.
History in this building, Coach.
Yep, a lot of wars, a lot of games, a lot of championships. My first championship was won.
That's right. That's absolutely right. As Jerry Cruz hits in corner 3 for San Miguel. The Grand Slam of San Miguel was won here. Oh, if I'm not mistaken.
Yes.
Here's Clark over to Bulunati. The fast break for the San Miguel Beermen in full effect. 4 points. And Coach Frankie Lim is not liking what he sees as San Miguel extends their lead.
That's right, and San Miguel dominating the fast game and the slow down game, the mismatching game in the post. And NLEX just can't find an advantage in their offensive end. That's why they have a hard time scoring. And it's either Selden hasn't really been involved yet, so maybe they could involve Selden because they needed to score these 30 points in a game.
You know, Coach, I was talking to one of the NLEX players before the game, and I won't say who na lang. And when he was telling me, he said they were kind of preparing for Jumar to show up in this game, even though that we saw him get injured. But they were kind of thinking, I think they're going to play Jumar, but maybe that's the reason why the start of San Miguel has been very good as compared to NLEX.
Yeah, sometimes unexperienced also, you're preparing for their best player, and all of a sudden he doesn't play, and all of a sudden your team relaxes because their best player isn't playing. It happens, and probably you're right, probably that's what's happening to NLEX. They think that the San Miguel has not adjusted yet without Junmar, but I don't think they should think that way because they know how important today's game is for them to make it to the top 4.
In fact, this is actually a more important game for NLEX than it is for San Miguel.
True, because San Miguel has still a game against Rain or Shine. If they do lose today's game, then they can still Rain or Shine a fight to get to the top 4 again.
And Bea has this report that's turning over to him.
The NLEX Road Warriors are coming off a 13-day break since their last game in March. According to Coach Frankie, NLEX wasted no time to establish the same level of performance from his players in practices, and even adds that they have been preparing for this game, thinking Jumar Fajardo would be around for the Beermen. But without Jumar, Coach Frankie does not want to see his players slack off. He wants to see them continue the intensity and remember exactly what is at stake for them tonight. In this match, he wants to see the team play NLEX basketball, more importantly, to make the shots the team wants to take, and not what San Miguel wants them to take. Back to you guys.
Thank you for that report, Bea, and I'm glad that you listened to us as we were discussing exactly that.
Exactly
that report.
That's right. I think the best right, and that's what worries Frankie, Coach Frankie, that the absence of Junmar might just give them some relaxed mindset. Still on the bench.
scored, I think, like 20 straight points against San Miguel. This is of all teams.
That's why he's there.
PGR from downtown, no good. NLEX can't find the bottom of the net.
Yeah, NLEX ends up being, a little bit impatient because they're having a hard time scoring.
Wide open to the corner. Bulanati for three.
Yeah, both ends of the court, NLEX is not being able to score, and their defense is, much to be asked for.
Just like that, coach, is an 18-point lead for the San Miguel Beermen. Nieto, BGR over to Semerat. Semerat stuck by two San Miguel players. It's going to stay away as the road's on. Here's that long two by Bulanati. And again from the corner. Are all left-handed players good shooters? I think that's what it seems like.
It could be.
Keeping of San Miguel. Bulanati for three. Not that time. Uchiha with a rebound. Almost a steal there, but Selvin. Nieto from the corner. Still nothing for San Miguel. Here's Jericho. San Miguel playing 5-4. Or I could say NLEX playing 5-4 with Marcus winning the ball game right now. Because he was out of bounds. He jumped over the scorer's table.
That's an athleticism for you.
Well, that layup almost went out. Sean Anthony and Bulanati getting into it a little bit.
Yep. Again, getting a little bit physical. Both teams know how important it is.
So here's that basket by Portoliano, and then there down to the bottom of your screen, you see it there. Bulanati and Sean Anthony getting tied up. Back to live action. Here's Ross. Chris. Now it's Clark. Jericho for three. Got it.
19-point lead.
Right. Jericho sending a little shimmy to the NLEX bench. His former team.
His former team.
That's right. This Rodney over to Jericho. Jericho. Clark for the 1-0. I got ahead of myself there. I thought that was going to be a good foul. Selvin. So that's a 5-point swing. This dunk led to a Selvin three. Here's Clark being guarded by Anthony. Over to Bulanati for three. Short. Selvin against Ross. Chris Ross does that better than most people in the PBA. He knows how to block charges.
He knows how to play with the momentum of the offense. Here it is.
And he sold it a little bit too.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. That's right. The momentum here, boom, and then just a little bit of acting. And Sheldon, to an extent, he's had a little bit, whether it merited that action or that momentum wherein Chris went to the other side.
But he is, Chris Ross, arguably one of the best perimeter defenders that we've seen in the PBA. Ross. Over Clark. Clark's got Anthony on.
Sean Anthony is really a pesky defender. He put his face on you.
He's also very strong defender, right? Big on impulse. 10 seconds of the shot clock here for the San Miguel Beermen. Here's CJ. He's been pretty quiet in this ballgame so far. He gets a switch. He has Fernando on him. CJ attacks. Stopped there by the NLEX defense. Here's Anthony. Sends it over to Selden. Nice. Pass to Miranda. Stopped by
defensive miscue, miscommunication. There's San Miguel and then left Miranda wide open to the basket, tapping to the basket.
Miguel Beermen currently still ahead, 44-30, with 7:04 left to go. This timeout is presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Take your ride to the next level. PCX 160, the next level.
You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governor's Cup.
Miguel Beermen ahead 44-30 with 7:04 left to go here in this period. You see Darren's Ross on your screens right now. He is dressed to play, but Brandon Vinuela's roster for NLEX coach Jong, he had a nice game against Teta Firma the last time out.
Yeah, he had 19 points, 12 rebounds, 2 blocks in 7 of 10 field goal shooting. It was a great offensive game. He can play defense. He's got some size. He can shoot the 3 also. So he's a big club he's a big factor in NLEX's system.
Right. About the strength advantage, but definitely the height advantage.
The height advantage. And when the post player gets into the paint, there should be some help already. And San Miguel just missed the help.
Anthony completing the 3-point play there. Marshall. Swinging over to Jericho. Now it's CJ. Miranda, big on small. CJ attacks, puts it up and in.
CJ Stern, so hard to guard in an individual situation, a one-on-one situation. He can shoot the 3, he can put the ball on the floor. Most importantly, he can finish in any way.
Right. Selden for 3. Answers on the other end for NLEX.
So they need Selden to get more shots. They have to find him more shots.
Clark. Turnaround jumper will get the friendly roll.
Yeah, he's got like 22 points probably, 22 points already. Just in, posting up, taking advantage of the mismatch.
Anthony. Got CJ on. Anthony gets away over to Miranda. Miranda puts it up, and it's going to rim out for the big guy. CJ. Rosales on him. CJ asking for a clear out there. Sends it over to Jericho. Wide open for the top of the key 3. That's money. San Miguel Beermen clicking in all cylinders right now.
Right, and then, Coach Frankie, what's happening to our defense? We worked on this probably the whole time.
19-point game. Selden. Sends it over to Sean
on the post-up of Clark. Whether they front him, whether they double-team him right away. They were doing a good job at the start, but somehow something happened along the way that they just didn't do what they were supposed to do. Like here again, either they go right away or wait.
CJ, finger rolls no good, gets his own rebound, puts it up. Draw the foul there. Looks like it's going to be on Miranda or Dawn. It's going to be on Miranda. We were talking about CJ Perez earlier, Coach, when he was saying that in the first quarter he was relatively quiet, didn't really do much. You could feel he knows that he's trying to assert himself here in the second.
Well, yeah, you're right. Sometimes the defense will be concentrated on Clark.
Right.
It's might be his turn. He knows how to pick his spots when it's needed to score.
Right now he has 6 points, 2 boards, 3 of 5 in the field.
On the mix.
And CJ will take care of the second free throw.
Do it.
Himself. Over to BGR. Now with Rosales. Back to Selden. Gets a switch. He has the muscle man on him. Selden attacks. Can't get the layup to go.
Flexing his elbow.
CJ over to Marshall for 3 from the corner. That's money. That's automatic for Marshall. That's
Automatic, catch and shoot. Spot up, catch and shoot.
BGR. Over to Dawn. Almost a steal there for CJ. The hands of Rosales. A whistle is blown.
Give me something to dance to.
Take a look at this three-pointer by Seal. Coach Frank Lim wants to talk things over. It's a 20-point advantage for San Miguel with 2:53 left to go.
This program is brought to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA.
Mga kasakay, extra saya ang panonood ng basketball action. Panoorin ang NBA Games Live araw-araw. Dahil ang NBA TV Philippines nasa load po 99 na lang. Hanggang March 31, 2023. Ipatext kay Super Retailer ang SL299 space account number at isend sa 3443. Pwede rin mag-load sa sumusunod. Ituto ng masayang panonood sa Sakay. You're watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governor's Cup. On the mix.
So Terrence Romeo about to make an appearance in this ball game, and we heard actually Mayo informed us a while ago that Terrence was a game time decision whether he was going to play or not, but he will be playing with a minutes restriction enforced by the coaching staff. So look for him to play about maximum of 7 minutes per quarter, but right now he's coming into the ball game with under 3 minutes to go in the first half.
Well, it's a good time to put him in where you're up by 20 points, no pressure to score. Just take your time and get your rhythm back.
Terrence Romeo, one of the San Miguel Beermen coming back from injury. He's in the game right now. Also one of the most prolific players that we've seen in the PBA in recent memory.
Such a prolific scorer. You don't know where to go, left, right, shoot, right.
And whether it's him, maybe Mikey Williams, maybe Stanley, who has the best handles in the PBA.
Yeah, it's hard to stay in front of these guys.
Almost a steal by Don Trollano. 10 seconds on the shot clock here for the Miguel Beermen. Here's Clark against Semerad. Step back, baseline jumper's no good. BGR clears it. Selden, pull-up jumper, short. And it ends up in the hands of San Miguel. Here's Marshall over to Terra. Romeo sends it over to Clark. Clark double team, kicks it out to Simon. Now it's Marshall, open for three in the corner. Not that time, picked up by Rosales. And Selden's actually on the floor back in the...
I think he hit Coach Frankie.
He was backing up, and Coach Frankie's actually also being checked.
I think he hit Coach Frankie.
Let's take a look at this once again. At the top of your screens, there's Selden on the ground. But it looked like him and Coach Frankie actually collided.
Yeah, they collided with each other.
I don't know if we got that on the cameras. But they're checking Coach Frankie right now. BGR, meanwhile, converts on the first free throw. Simon and Cecil was called for a personal foul.
Well, if NLEX can bring it down to, maybe like now, maybe in the 15 range, or less than 15, but it's possible. But they'll be in good shape coming into the second half. And that's going to help the cause of NLEX.
Big Manuel losing it at the baseline. This time his jump.
Our last mixed ball DJs. This is Team Destruction.
Rosales will attack, step back. Jumper is no good. Manuel.
This is the mix of DJ Romar, the best.
Clears it for San Miguel. Here's Simon. Puts it up, that's going to be short.
This is Team
Salas is letting go out of bounds.
Our last mixed ball
They're still trying to stop the bleeding of Coach Frankie live in the baseline.
Yeah, it's because of his passes.
Yeah, that's right. Rosales attacks. Rosales puts it up. No good. Draws a foul from Simon and Cecil. Rosales takes care of the first free throw. Just joining us, NLEX had a lead in the first quarter. And all of a sudden, San Miguel tapped.
Yep, 1.6 seconds. Interesting. And what Coach George will draw up here to get a good shot.
Yeah. So Coach Frankie Lind, if you're just joining us, he actually ran into Selden, his own player. So here's Simon. Simon puts it up. That's going to be no good. San Miguel Beermen. Some sweet nothings between Clark and some of the NLEX Road Warriors.
Well, Semerad really gets to you. It's physical, he'll get to you, and it's just a physical part of the game.
Yeah, that's why he's on the team. 47 in favor of San Miguel at the break.
Mga kasali sa halagang 199 pesos, ang dami mo ng papapanood. Ang 54 channels na ang magbibigay sa'yo para sa buong pamilya. Sulit sa action, sa drama, at para sa mga bata. Ipa-text kay Suking Retailer ang SL199 space account number at
feel mo kaya mo. Pag ginawa mo na yon, hindi mo pwedeng i-expect na 100% kaya mo talaga. As a fellow galing probinsya, huwag kang makakalimot tumingin kung saan ka nang galing. Kasi yun talaga yung importante. Kahit narating mo na yung pinakamataas, kailangan marunong kang tumingin kung saan ka galing talaga. Kasi doon ka umugot ng lakas para lumaban pa. Okay yan.
Every play. Magnolia now in the lead.
Every day.
It's an open invitation for a great one-on-one player.
Every day.
Throws it up ahead to Juma. And why not? Romeo did just that.
That's how it's been since day one. But what exactly happens in between everything? From tip-off.
Hyped up at this stage with a 20-point lead. Jump it with a hammer.
Down to the last play.
Rushes. Strikes it hard. With the dive
to his stories and histories. with the hottest takes
Would I be able to play in this day and age? Probably not. I don't know.
and the hottest seats.
All are happy and overcome a lot to achieve meaningful success.
Yup. Exclusive content and analysis just for you.
It's supposed to be zone for TNT.
Plus a whole lot of highlights. See and feel the PBA rush. Watching the 2023 Honda PBA Governor's Cup.
Bande ng Chief Selden takes it to the cup. Ganda naman, no? Stretch layup just away from the defender. Ilaw-ilaw yung bola from the defender na Andreas Danirik gets the pocket, gets split. Throw from the pocket, Selden.
Long. No. Rebound Maliksi. Off to Black, who will go straight and gets rejected.
Inabangan talaga ni Jamal Franklin yung bola yun and making it known to air on the back.
Si JB Mocot, pinalitan si Simon Camacho. Leo bouncing to Maxwell. And Duvon knew what to do with it. Last time, nasupan bansa. We said he needed to go up stronger. That's the strongest you can get.
And perfect.
Reaction ni Jamal Franklin. Ano yung turnover nila dito? Galit siya. Ankle breaker. 3-0. Wala yun. Galit siya sa sarili niya. Nagtatapos siya bola. Ito, despite hindi scored. Kaya kanyang umpisa ng magandang laro. Jamal Franklin converts to reinforcement. Almost taken away. He recovers. KJ sees the baseline. Hakalalim! Oh! What a shot! KJ McDaniels!
the Phil Sports Arena. The San Miguel Beermen enjoying a 61-47 lead at the break. A very important game, especially for the NLEX Road Warriors as we come down towards the tail end of the elimination round. Gene Murphy here together with Coach Jong Chico. And the important matchup between Wayne Selden and Cameron Clark looked like this. Selden was very aggressive to start the game, but Cameron Clark was really had the better of him in the first half, especially without Jumar Fajardo.
That's correct. San Miguel went to Cameron Clark in the post, and Cameron Clark asserted himself. Selden also had 16 points, but he had very limited touches. So I think San Miguel made use of Cameron Clark better than NLEX made use of Selden, at least in the first half.
The halftime stat is presented to you by Honda, the motorcycle of the PBA.
For field goal percentage, 41%, only for NLEX, 48% for San Miguel Beermen. Rebound, San Miguel has 31, 23 for NLEX. Assists 11 versus 8 in favor of San Miguel. And bench points, which San Miguel has really a deeper bench than NLEX, 25 for San Miguel and NLEX, and 8 for NLEX. So overall, San Miguel really dominated the first half.
Well, the bench of San Miguel could be a starting five for many others. The halftime stats is presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. The second half about to get underway in just a few moments. And the leading scorers, as we see on the screens right now, Cameron Clark leading all scores at 21 points, Jericho Cruz with 13, Alim Bulanadi with limited minutes already with 10 points, CJ Perez with 7. Over on the other side, Wayne Selden leading for NLEX with 16, Brandon Ganuelas Rosser with 9, Sean Anthony with 6, and Chris Rosales with 5.
I live with the 16 points of Selden, but we need more points from the others. So unlike San Miguel, who has ample support for Clark. So and then the defense of NLEX has to step up a little bit.
Cameron Clark, as we all know, actually was an import for the NLEX Road Warriors once upon a time. And now he's, of course, playing on the other side, trying to put NLEX in out of the top 4.
Sometimes, depends on the system, depends on the team. Maybe, Cameron Clark is a better fit for San Miguel than it was for NLEX.
Right. Maybe a player that we haven't really seen too much in this ball game. Played limited minutes there in the first half. Kevin Alas, who actually we were talking to just a few moments ago. He's somebody can definitely put up a lot of numbers on the scoreboard if you're the NLEX Road Warriors.
Sure, he can up tempo the game. He can change the tempo of the game. He played one game, unstoppable, and we know that he's capable of doing that. But he's a different player from Mac Nieto and Chris Rosales, who's more of a slow down type of players, while Kevin Alas is more up tempo type of player. So at least you've got different players that can play in different tempos.
Let's see if perhaps Coach Frankie Lim can find a combination here that will work for the NLEX Road Warriors. Coach Frankie is at the bench. If you remember, he was joining us, Coach Frankie and actually Selden ran into each other during the game, and it caused Coach Frankie to bleed a little bit.
Yeah.
And looks like he's okay though, so good news for Coach Frankie, the family, and of course the NLEX fans.
I think his glasses got smashed or something.
Second half is now officially underway. Once again, this is Gene Murphy together with Coach Jong Chico, PBA Rush. Here's Nick Manuel. Over to CJ. CJ Perez, look at that move by Perez. So difficult to guard it when he's getting to the basket.
It is. When he gets to the paint, you're in trouble already. He has so many moves.
Rosales. Over to Kevin. Alas. In and out dribble, almost loses it. Instead, he puts it up and he gets the roll to go. It's probably the first 2 points of Kevin Alas in this game.
He played only a few minutes in the first half.
That's right. Simon. Over to Clark. Now with Marshall. Back to Clark in the post. Puts it up. It's going to be short. And BGR is going to fight for that. The foul is going to be called there on the Beermen.
Right, it's always a physical game when you go up against Rosser, when you go up against Semerad. You get ready with your body.
It's not for the faint-hearted.
No, it's not.
Rosales attacks, tough shot, puts it up, no go. Big Manuel picks it up. Here's Simon. Over to Marshall. Nice pass inside to Clark for the one-handed hammer.
Also, NLEX trying different players against Clark. We had Semerad at one time, Rosser at one time. Now with Seldon, but still Clark still dominating the post.
Alas. Kicks it out to Semerad from the corner. That's money.
That's probably what they need, somebody that can get to the paint and draw some help so we can kick out for the three-point shooters. If not, then score the layup.
Marshall. Over to Big Manuel against Kevin. Not much Kevin can do.
So now
the muscle man.
And now that's a triple switching again, which there was some delay. That's why Big Manuel was able to score.
CJ picks up the miss from Selden. CJ full head of steam. Decides to bring it back out and wait for his teammates. So it's CJ. CJ somehow gets to the basket, but blocked by BGR.
Great move, but great block.
And BGR will draw the foul on the other end. So he's going to have a chance for 2 points at the free throw line. BGR having some words with CJ Perez.
You say it was goaltending? No, it wasn't goaltending.
And that replay right there, that was our move of the game presented to you by Honda, the official motorcycle of the PBA. Brandon Canuelas-Rosser, of course, made a name for himself in PBA 3x3. Right? Now, making a name for himself once again here in the PBA 5x5. Simon, over to Marshall. Lassiter puts it up, short jumper's money. I mean, the release of Marshall Lassiter is really one of the best I've seen. No?
It's like it's working all the time.
Yeah. Alas, can't score, but BGR is there to stick it in.
At least he got to the paint and then gave a free lane to Rosser for the offensive rebound. But I think they need to level up a little bit on their defense. They showed some nice defensive sequences at the end of the first half where they were switching so well and so aggressive that San Miguel wasn't able to score.
Right. Simon sends it down to Manuel. Manuel puts it up, cannot get the roll. Picked up by Semerad. Here's Rosales. Rosales over to BGR, wide open underneath the basket for the easy buckets.
And Lassiter got hit.
Marshall's face is actually really red.
I know, I didn't see that.
Yeah. Clark spins, uses a glass for the easy two. Here's Alas. Got Simon on him. BGR screen. Foul's going to be called there. Ciso. Here's that fast break of NLEX that led to a wide open BGR. Selden. Pulling up for the three-pointers, no good. BGR with the rebound. BGR puts it up, draws the foul, will head to the free throw line.
That's better. He stays down there than somewhere up here in the three-point shot where, he was sealed for three in the first half.
Especially without Jude Fajardo in the game.
Sure. Yeah, you can be, you can start offensive rebounding just like what he did.
And Coach George countering with a just as athletic Motaudua entering the ballgame. Lalapit na ang PBA Governors Cup playoffs. Huwag palampasin ang Pakpakan Live and in HD on PBA Rush, available only on Signal Channel 260 HD. Catch all the action and get up to 1,000 pesos in discounts when you subscribe today. Visit your nearest Signal dealer or call 8888-5555. Simon and Seesaw slices and dices the basket for two. Selden enters on the other end quickly with a two-handed hammer.
Yep, after a score, just take the ball out of bounds and then go.
7-3 to 5-59, I should say, with 7:37 left to go here in the third period. Clark, long two, will get the shooter's bounce. Here's BGR being a little bit more aggressive here in the third period.
It's the switching defense that's kind of hurting them a little bit. I'm not saying it's wrong, but they can just improve it more so that they can take advantage of the mismatch right away.
Here's Selden with a two-handed monster jam right there on the break. NLEX trying to do whatever they can. If you're just joining us, the NLEX Road Warriors, if they win tonight, they will book a ticket into the top four with a twice-to-beat advantage in the playoffs. San Miguel, meanwhile, already in the top four. So take a look at Frankie Lim on their screens. Frankie and of course, Howard Francis also in the audience. So it looks like Coach Frankie is okay. Here's Simon.
Sunray Remix.
Nataka na talaga ako.